Yo. Hey, nobody beats the best. Nobody beating the best. Nobody beat the best. Nobody beat. Hey yo. What's good, everybody? YouTube, we here. Spotify, SoundCloud, we here. Trying to make sure my shit's straight. You down it? Yo. Yo. Nah, I still hear it. Yeah, just turn it all the way down. Just all the way down.
To that last time, just turn it up.
Yeah. Nah,
it won't even play no more.
We hear though. Yeah, I don't want to hear that at all. YouTube be like got the super scope ears and shit. Hey man, welcome on that bullshit podcast where everything can be and or will be bullshit. In my book, that's sports, entertainment, movies, albums, artists. Y'all know what it is, man. The boy Poe is in the building. Trendsetter Press is in the building. That's all we up in the building. We here every other week. That's what it seemed like every other week.
What was that last week?
I know we were, but sometimes it do be feeling like we be missing episodes, and then when we come back to, it seems like we be behind on episodes. Like I don't know, man. The catch-up game is real. We here.
Life.
Hey yo, speaking of life, yo, that motherfucking album he had, the first one. That's just classic. I gotta get it in the vibe.
I was thinking about the movie. That's classic.
But no. I mean, hey, I guess life is classic, my nigga. I don't even really know what to fucking rap about today, man. We gotta get into these top 50 rappers of all time. We gonna get into that. That's pretty much what we gonna gist off of. Kind of sucks that I don't have my phone with me anymore, but it's all good. We here. We doing that.
What you need?
I want you to find the original list that came out. And while you do that, I'm going to talk about how I'm fed up with this cucumber shit. I woke up, what's that, Saturday? I think the party was originally done Saturday, Sunday. Boom. I ran into the joint Monday. Alexa Scott, I think that's her name. She was trending. I'm like, who the fuck is this? So, turns out she was out there shoving cucumbers at a pool party down her throat. And not only down her throat, but in another person's pussy. Like, OPP, my nigga. Like,
that nigga's stupid.
Hey, like, it was just crazy. And I'm getting to the point where it's just like, yo, like, at first, I was very hype about the cucumber lady. You know what I'm saying? She was doing things that won't nobody else doing. I was very hyped for her. And now it's just a run-on game and challenge where they are doing these at parties. Speaking of parties, I want to shout out, you know what I'm saying, Superfly Hookah Guy. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing out there, catering hookahs. So y'all be on the lookout for that nigga. Other than that, this pool party, these bitches are literally going around shoving cucumbers down throat, and that's in a competitive way. Now, I had a deep dive about this shit, and y'all, the people that listen to me often, y'all know I'm a weird dude and my mind be roaming. But yo, if they keep doing these challenges, do they not understand that the price of cucumbers are gonna go up? I know that may not be like a concern, but like I'm a nigga that like cucumbers in his salad. And if I go to the register and the cucumbers are not a deal like 2 for $50 or some shit, then I'm gonna be pissed. If shit go to like $3, I'm gonna be pissed as shit.
Who made the original list?
I don't know. It just came up and said, man, Google Joe Budden top 3. 50 rappers all time. But anyways, back to the cucumber joint. Like, I'm just tired of the shenanigans. It's like, all right, we get it. You got a big throat. Yes, sir. Let me get that. Poe has brung up the original list that I had seen. And like I said, the list is here. We're going to keep talking about this cucumber shit. Did you see that party?
I did.
It was lit. But certain shit, you will agree with me, like, this shit's getting old.
I mean, also, it's kind of, I think a while ago, there was another party where the dudes just hold a cucumber on his lap while the girl go on their knees and suck the cucumber. Like, they be niggas, like, they be sitting next to each other, and all the dudes is holding cucumbers. And like girls look like they giving head to the cucumbers.
Man, was that a Costa Rica party or something?
I don't even know.
That sounds like some shit they be doing overseas.
Shit look wild.
Yeah, and I don't got no problem with wild. Like, Lord knows, I don't. But, like, enough is enough. Stop playing with your food and eat it. It's like,
Scar.
Huh?
Scar.
Yeah. Don't go see that fucking movie. Don't. But yeah, man, it was just, I'm sitting back and I realized it wasn't only me, because everybody that was on Twitter was like, yo, I'm disgusted. Like, how can your mom sit back and be like, yeah, that's my daughter? It was a disgrace. And it's like, how, I'm sorry, I'm not female, can't imagine that. But
I want to know the thought process that I'm about to go to Food Line so I can suck this cucumber. I want to go buy one so I can suck this cucumber.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The things that, and this is just in my mind, the things that females do in their spare time is weird as fuck, but 100% natural to them. It's like, motherfuckers probably don't even eat cucumbers or bananas or like what other crazy shit they just go get to just have a fun night with the girls.
I'm gonna go suck me a zucchini. What's going on?
But yo, like at the party, like I posted it up on my story, and my girl was like, "So we posting up porn now?" I said, "It's for a reason, just so I don't forget. That's how I'm gonna start doing things. Is posting up on my story so people can converse about it, and then I can boom, boom, boom. A little technique that I'm working on, learning progression. I think I used that the right way. Anywho, hey, play as fuck up. Yeah, but the chick took a whole cucumber, didn't flinch, jerk, nothing. What does that tell you about a girl that can take a whole, not down the throat, mind you, this cucumber was OPP'd.
I wouldn't want to be that nigga that deal with her later. That shit probably like throwing a pencil down the hall.
Did you see Boozy?
Yes.
You
You saw his face, yes.
Now, I don't know about that face. That's what I want to converse about. What was that face? Was it like damn or like disgust or like I ain't fucking with you? You a monster.
I think it was more so surprise and what the fuck.
Who raised these people, man?
Bro.
Who raised these females today, man? It's scary out here. It's really scary. They done took a whole summer and titled it Hot Girl Summer. And they not playing no games. I can't wait for winter, my nigga. I can't. Like, I need shit to cool down ASAP. Speaking of ASAP, Rocky is free. Rocky is home, so shout out Rocky.
He's still in trial.
Yeah, well, we knew the trial. Yeah, it's going to get swept under the rug.
They're trying to get him to do 6 months.
For what? For what? I mean, it's over, it's done with. But my thing is...
He's also home, so they don't really have to expedite him back to Sweden. They will have to expedite him back to Sweden for the trial, for him to do 6 months.
Yeah.
They ain't got to do that. He's home now. He's on U.S. soil.
But see, that's what the big thing was. Would he be at flight risk?
At this point, I mean, they sent him home.
They say the nigga don't even stay in the U.S. They saying...
London.
Is it London?
I think it was London.
Anyways, that nigga's here. Your Siri is, like, going off. And she just repeating everything I say. So, like, just bring back up the list. I didn't hit shit.
You was hitting something?
I don't know. My hands was here.
Well, she said she didn't understand.
Good.
Cucumber bitches.
Yeah, cucumber bitches. I'm sorry.
That's the name of the episode.
Yes, exactly. That's why I started laughing. I'm like, yes, we got the name. Goddamn cucumber bitches. Anyways, like, I don't know how, like, when they become grandmas, like, how do they sit back and just tell they grandkids like, oh, you ain't on shit. We used to swallow whole cucumbers.
See, this is my thing is like,
girl, don't you eat that cucumber? You better suck it first.
you better show that cucumber a good time.
Look. Don't rinse it off. Just go get it. Like, yo.
I don't know, because like, think about this. Freaknik, all that type of shit that used to happen back in the day. And people, mamas was out here wilding.
They were,
but here's the big difference. Internet.
Is that's it? It's just internet. Blame it on internet.
Because everybody wants to record everything. I mean, you might find one video somewhere in the archive of somebody's shit. That was my mama twerking. She had shit out.
Exactly.
You know what? But now everything's like, I can go look. Let me go Google cucumber bitches.
Exactly.
Well, no, so from now on to forever, cucumber bitches is a thing, and somebody mama gonna pop up.
Can we take a deep dive? What happens to the internet? It's gone. Do you really think we have the backup for the internet? Like, I'm pretty sure they do, but what happens? Because me personally, I think about this all the time. I can live without the internet. We've been there.
The dark ages for most of humanity.
That is when suicide is really on.
Because I'm not even just in America. Cause think about it, America's behind like Japan and shit with technology.
Big facts.
So if the internet's gone, like a lot of places going down. Like Japan got like full trains that run through like technology that have to be. They need some form of.
Well, I'm not saying technology. I'm just saying the internet, as in all social media, all the shit that people really care about. If it shuts down permanently,
I think that for a lot of people, especially cucumber bitches and people like them,
yeah,
it's really gonna be the dark ages.
I'll tell you this. This is big facts. The thing that I would miss about the internet would be just, having the ability to check the scores. You know what I'm saying? The score of the game. I don't think that I would have an issue dealing with music coming out because
we come from that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing for us to open up a damn shop.
Me personally,
our magazine's still cool. They just did the Source Awards. The Source Awards just had that. What was that? The 20th anniversary of when the whole Death Row East Coast shit popped off. That was 20 years ago. But
I think
is there still a Source magazine?
It is, but it's on the internet.
Okay. But is that the same thing? What's the joint that used to come in the mail all the time?
The Jet.
The fucking Jet magazine.
But no, I feel like internet goes down. A lot of jobs can go away, but a lot of jobs are gonna open up.
Exactly.
I think it'll have its pros and cons, honestly. Man. Like for the people, let's say if somebody's on the internet and they just at their crib selling shirts, that's how they get their money selling some shirts on Instagram.
That's why I'm getting cards and flyers.
They get okay. Now I got to get off my ass and really hustle this shit.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go get a spot, actually open up a store.
Exactly. And see, that's where I'm at. It's like I literally can go without my phone.
Yeah, I would just, for me personally, it would just be more so just be what the fuck I'm gonna do when I'm sitting still, which is rare. But if I'm sitting still, I just get on Instagram or Twitter and I just be scrolling.
Yeah, you gotta do your goddamn shit. Man, we about to get into these. This is the list that I looked at, man. The top 50 greatest rappers of all time. Now, I'm trying to remember how I came upon this list. And it may have been Joe Budden. I think I seen it Joe's first.
I saw on Twitter.
Yeah, I seen Joe say.
And Joe Budden said, I didn't make the list, but I'm not mad at it.
He said, I'm not arguing with it. Yeah, he said, I ain't gonna argue. I don't agree with it, but I'm not gonna argue with it. Joe was on this fucking payroll. Joe Budden was on this payroll. The only way whoever came up with this list, they had some connection with Joe. And the only reason why Joe is still trying to get that back, and I'm gonna let you guys know, I like Joe Budden. I do. Always have. From his spillovers to his bars, the pumping, all that shit. I fuck with Joe. His podcast I do rock with. I haven't listened to it in a while because I feel me and him think very alike. And I don't want people to go listen to that and then listen to this and say, oh, you just jocking. You know what I'm saying? Which is far from that. But to have Joe Budden listed 50 greatest rappers of all time and have him listed at 3?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I definitely don't agree with the placement, but I can see Joe being on somebody's top 50.
And I don't knock that. Now, I went and did my top 50. And I tried my best to put Joe up there. But Joe wasn't even the best in Slaughterhouse.
Oh, he was, I would say he was the weakest link in
I would say so too. No lie, like I'm not saying he's trash, but he's like the Wishbone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Wishbone nice as fuck.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And like I looked through this and they got Styles P at 4, Black Thought at 5, Fabulous at 6. It's just a lot of weird stuff going on here. They had Raekwon at 25, DMX at 22. It's just a lot of crazy shit, man. If y'all want, man, y'all can definitely go look. Where did you find this at?
It was on Joe Budden's Twitter.
Okay. We ain't giving that nigga no free goddamn clout. Fuck that. I'm about to tell niggas go follow Joe. Hey, follow Trendsetter Press. I'll have it up. But not only will I have that up. So I looked at this list, and they had Eminem at 28. They had Snoop Dogg at 34. They had Lil Wayne at 37. They had Ice Cube at 39. They had Big Pun at 44. They had LL Cool J at 46. And at 50, they had Lloyd Banks. And that's crazy. I didn't have Lloyd Banks on mine. But I'm looking at 50. I'm looking at 50 through at least 40. They last 10 is just crazy. They got Lloyd Banks at 50, Busta Rhymes at 49, 50 Cent at 48, Rick Ross at 47, LL Cool J at 46, The Game at 45, which I can agree with that to an extent. I do feel The Game, rapping-wise, is better than 50. And I say all that to say, throughout this process of me, like, going in and doing my 50 rappers of all time, I had to put my biasness aside and, like, let people know. Because when I told people that I was going to do it, they like, people that know you at least know your top 20 already. And I was like, well, I can't actually come in with the energy of my top. I had to put my biasness aside. I had to actually sit down, and I wrote down a bunch of rappers that I felt could be on this list. I think I wrote down at least about 65 artists.
I wasn't the original list. I don't disagree with any of the names that's on it. It's the placement of it.
Exactly. And that's what I think it is. Even when I did my list, a lot of people was like, oh, you got this person above this person. It's like, dog, I understand what you're saying, but this was fucking hard. After you get out of the top, I say top 10, things get shaky, and then you start going, okay, I can put this artist here, but I don't think this artist is better than this artist. So I look at all the artists that I got, and I'm like, the next person that's in line is this person. So I'm going to run through my top 50, and we can just rap about it. Like I said, when I hear rappers of all time, I'm thinking not about what you done, not how much money you made, not how many songs you got. It just came down to who was better than who at that point in time. And out the gate, I know everybody seen my list and was pretty shocked that Tupac was not number one. And I sat back and I thought very hard about my number one. And I'm like, well, Tupac is my guy, but is he really a better rapper than Big? That's how I was looking at it. And I sat there for at least 15 minutes like, well, Pac did this. That's a little notch. Now, I'm going to tell you, Big and Pac were neck and neck. And I feel throughout this whole list, everybody was neck and neck with the placement. It was like, all right, this person could go there, but I have to go with this person because little things. It's certain people that's not on my list because you have people writing for them. Dr. Dre is not on my list. Now, if you were to break down the list of the best producers or influence to the game, yes, Dr. Dre is probably number one. When you got storytellers, I feel that you have to break these lists down to who's the top 50 best storyteller. Me, out the gate, Slick Rick. It's number one. Number two would be Eminem. Now, I had to just keep saying to myself, rappers. I'm not going after how much money they made, what they done for the game. I'm not doing nothing. I just feel penmanship. Whose pen is better than whose?
Then I got a question. No,
yeah, go ahead.
No, you run through it first and I'll ask my question.
All right. So, number one, I went with Big. Number two, I was caught in between Tupac and Eminem. Me personally, Pac just touches me a whole different way. Pause.
So what made you put Big over M?
Big, it like I said, this shit was hard. So after once I jotted the name, I never went back to it. I never said like, oh, well, why can't M be number one? It was just like, I can't answer that question. It's kind of hard. I really don't know. But I didn't think about that. My next thought was, who should be number two? That's how it was.
I know you had a conversation a while ago, and you were talking about Eminem being all around. You know, the freestyle, does all that. So I can see, with that being said, why you put Big over Pac, because he also does that.
Yes, and that's what it was.
So,
and with that thought, once I wrote down the number one name, I moved to 2 and 3, and who could come before who. And when I got to Pac, I was like you said, I mentioned that Eminem, to me, out of all 50 rappers and all the rappers that I have listed, Eminem was by far the best one. He was the more all-around rapper with freestyle ability, storytelling, wordplay, scheming, all of it. Eminem is by far better than everyone else.
So the only thing I can see about putting Big over him would be Impact?
With who?
Impact?
I didn't want to make it Impact because
that's the only thing I see Big over
M, right? And like I said, I did this by myself. So now that you're here, I could put M first because of what I'm saying, and it makes sense. But at that point in time, I was just like, Big is better than Pac, rapping wise. And then I went Tupac and M, and I went, well, Eminem rapping wise is better than Tupac. So that's how this list pretty much played out. So 3, I went with Tupac. So I got Big, M, Tupac, Rakim, and LL Cool J. LL to me was just raw at that time and era, because not only Crush Groove.
Who comes after
Nas, then Jay-Z. And
see, now my only thing, right there, somewhere in there, I feel like Big Daddy Kane should have been in there.
Now, Big Daddy Kane is listed.
I know he's listed. I just feel like he should have been some for that time period.
And that's what I tried to stay away from, was time period.
Okay.
Like I said, I tried to stick to penmanship. Not saying Big Daddy Kane lacked that, but it was just like, all right, I got Rakim out of the way. I got LL Cool J out of the way. Now
I can't put LL above Nas.
But see, the reasoning why is because LL with his pen, he brought that aggression, that raw grittiness that Nas does not have. And that's exactly the thought that I had in my mind. Nas, he's just a smooth ass rapper. So his penmanship is good, but when has he ever dropped that aggression like I can't live without my radio, or Mama said knock you out? And then also LL was that nigga that flipped the game.
You know, I want you to finish so I can really debate.
Okay.
I'm gonna start saying the other names.
Okay. So with LL, he also brought the ability to come in and slow shit down and do shit for the ladies, and at the same time still keep that penmanship and that lyrical ability there. Like it was stamped. It's like LL coming with this, and then what was the joint? What's the joint? Damn, I can't think of the name of the joint. Sitting along, how that shit go? In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call. I cannot remember the fuck. Shit. It's not I Need a Girlfriend. What? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know the song, I just can't
think of the name of it. But you went from I Can't Live Without My Radio to I'm Bad to, you know what I'm saying? LL brung shit where, and then you got to look at the altercations he got into. Not saying altercations like fights, but the battles, like that Kumo D shit, it was, everybody looks at him and Cannabis. I don't look at that first.
He lost.
Oh. I'm not going to say, we can say he lost. Let's say he lost to Cannabis, right? But the move that he made when he dropped the joint, was that the Flavor in Your Ear remix?
Let me say why.
Was that song though? Flavor in Your Ear remix had Cannabis, LL, Busta Rhymes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No. Cannabis won on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was. Was he?
That's when the beef started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You right. Now you right. You right. Who the fuck did he went at somebody and somebody thought that he was dissing. LL was dissing them, but even with that, you know what I'm saying?
But let me just say, I say he lost, and I feel like the masses say he won, and I feel like the same thing that happened there, the same thing happened with KRS and Nelly, the same thing that happened with Drake and Meek. The more popular nigga got, the better votes. The other niggas rap better.
Okay, now we'll get back to that because that is why, and there's no shots. KRS-One deserved to be on anybody's top, but there's a reason why I didn't, and it goes to that statement. So after that, I felt Nas beat Jay. That's just my opinion.
Jay-Z not even that high on my list.
And I agree with you. I agree with you very heavily.
And this is just from my opinions. I know how other people feel about Jay-Z.
But when it comes, if you look at it like this, when it comes down to lists, it's certain artists that no matter where you put them, you know exactly which artist is falling right behind them. So that's why I did it. I didn't even put no thought into putting Jay. I just said, Nas, okay, there's Jay. Because somewhere down the line, Nas, in my book, has to be over Jay. So that's what I did with that. I didn't even think about Jay because I don't like Jay. I don't. But like I said, I took my biasness out and I just went 7. Fuck it. Then I was like, damn, I gotta go West Coast. I got to. And then
something that's very surprising to me.
YG ain't over there?
Not even that. Is you got Nas there. You got Nas higher than X. I know X is your guy.
X is my guy, but once again, it goes back.
But
to,
also,
it goes back to the penmanship.
But the same reason you just said LL beat Nas, you could put that argument for X.
Well, see, what song are you gonna give me from X that?
No, I'm talking about the aggression.
Okay, now see, at that point in time and era, you had Run DMC, you had the Fat Boys.
You can't say X didn't start something.
No. That's why X is on this list. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of thought into making this fucking list, bro. People do not understand. And the people that's looking at my list like it's crazy, or I want everybody out there to do a top 50 list. Write down 60 artists that you feel deserve to be in the top 50, and then write down, okay, why you think this person is there? Why should this person be there? Why this person shouldn't be there? And you'll see how tied in a knot you get. I don't know if I overthunk this shit, but this shit was very hard.
No, I get it, 'cause I get that way thinking of my top 10.
Exactly. Now, I went after Jay. I said Ice Cube right out the gate. My thing with Cube is just the fact for him to write for not just one artist but two artists in his group, and they get more acknowledgement than him. You have to give him. You have to respect his pen.
Definitely, because they have at least some of like 4 or 5 verses on the song, and he wrote 3 of them.
Exactly. So you have to give credit to his pen, and then end up leaving and dropping, which I feel is the best diss record of all diss records. No Vaseline is the best diss record.
I agree with you. 100%.
Okay, all right,
100%.
So all right, cool. That's why I fucks with you.
Everybody goes straight to hit him up. I go
hit him up.
No
hit
Vaseline.
Yeah, hit him up. It's not even neck and neck, but it is there. It probably is a low 2. It's debatable.
For me personally, is maybe 3 or 4.
Okay, and we can do however we want to do this. You feel me? Like
only because I would put 100 bars in running for the game.
Yeah.
G Unit.
I would actually put damn. I'm trying to think of it.
Real motherfucking G's. I personally like more than hit 'em up. I'm not saying it's a better diss.
Real motherfucking G's. That was easy joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I did like Dre's diss to Easy too. I did like that.
Niggas don't even know Mo Murder is a diss song.
Oh, you talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony? Yeah. I mean, it's so many. We can get into that a whole nother day.
We get into some other time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I went with Ice Cube at 8. Number 9, I had to go with Snoop because Snoop. We talk about Snoop all the time.
Right.
This shit is solidified, and the way he came in is just the fact that the motherfucker like literally was freestyling. Then once he learned how to put the pen down, Snoop is the only artist out of all these artists, young, old, he has a mean ass fucking catalog. And his catalog is not looked upon. You know what I'm saying? It's not looked down on. That's what I mean.
And he's also niggas kind of overlooked. And he did a whole album that he didn't write. He didn't write Ego Tripping.
Ego tripping.
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sexual Seduction.
Yeah.
He was like, he personally went out and got some young writers just to give them a chance. And told them to write these songs. That's when you heard him on auto-tune.
And let me clear some things up because I know certain people like, oh, you just said that you didn't have certain artists up there.
He just did that as a thing.
They say like a lot of people realize that Lauryn Hill was not on my list. Lauryn Hill's not on my list. Dr. Dre's not on my list, and Eazy is not on my list. And the only reason why is because other people was writing for them, and that's no shot. But a lot of people can say it's a contradiction for Snoop because they said Jay-Z wrote what's that? Still Dre? No, not Still Dre. What's the shit on 2000?
I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of the
It was him, Eminem, and Dr. Dre.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Fuck, what is the name of it? The song is right there. It's right there. I can't think of it. Why are you looking it up? It'll come to me.
But there's somebody else on your list, and I'm gonna wait till you get to him.
Okay.
For me to make a point.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move on. Number 10. This was, like I said, I tried to stay away from the biasness, but this dude right here at 10 was Kendrick Lamar, and I know a lot of people like, yo, Still Dre. All right. They say Jay-Z wrote that hook. Now, I don't really care for hooks because I feel it takes a lot of motherfuckers to make a hook. I mean, you got some people that actually have the skill to say, oh, I got a hook right here. Like Q, you know what I'm saying? I got a hook right here. Who's another person that can do a hook? You got T-Pain, there's a hook. Chris Brown, there's a hook. You know, you got certain artists that don't have no problem coming up with hooks.
Right.
At the same time, when it comes down to the bars, Snoop is writing that. You know, now Jay may have wrote for Dr. Dre, but at the same time, you get where I'm at with it.
Right.
The reason why I put Kendrick Lamar at 10 is because I feel out of my top 10, one, I label Kendrick Lamar as the legend killer. Every track that he's been on with a legend or some people's goats, to me personally, Kendrick has watched them. The main one that came to me was "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe," the remix with Jay-Z on it. He found out. I don't know if people know the story, but they played the song for Jay-Z. Jay-Z wrote to it, sent it back, and didn't tell Kendrick. They told him at the last minute after it was written.
Kendrick was already doing. He was already doing a remix. He had the first verse done. Yeah. So if you ever listen to the third verse, his second verse, he goes in.
If you listen to "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe," the remix with Jay-Z, after Jay-Z's verse, I think that's the verse that you're talking about, when Kendrick come right back through.
Right back.
You hear the pain and aggression because he was pissed off.
I don't think he was pissed off.
Okay, so if he wasn't pissed off, what made him come with that? Was it just the fact that Jay's name was up there?
Because it's Jay-Z.
Now,
because I don't know how into Kendrick you was early, but you said he credits a lot of how he started rapping to Jay-Z. Because he was already rapping, and he was like, I'm West Coast, I'm fucking with the West Coast shit.
Exactly.
Then when he was about 16 or so, he started listening to East Coast shit, and he's like, Jay-Z kind of changed shit for him. So when you get your favorite rapper on a song, let's say I'm just doing a song, and I might be doing something, I'm chilling. I'm just chilling on this beat, and then somebody else I really look up to get on this track, I'm like, all right, I gotta do a third verse. I mean, I gotta do a third verse killing that shit, or I'm redoing my first verse.
Exactly. And what I realized when I go to the control verse, Big Sean said it. He said it's kind of cheating, and when niggas go back and change their verse.
Exactly.
So with Kendrick, not only Jay, what Carter are we on? Carter 5. Carter 5. To me, my favorite song up there, which I felt was everybody's favorite song. Yo, Kendrick washed Wayne on that one track. I can't remember the name of it.
I can't.
I mean, it's a different type of concept. It's a different type of song.
You're good on that one. What about him?
He washed him on
that song was terrible.
It
was. I understand.
It went with the concept of the album. That's what everybody's like.
I know. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it 100%. And for Kendrick to jump into M's bag with no problem, it speaks to what you're saying.
Exactly. And I feel that's why I put him at 10, is because he can wash
or hold his own. I'm not gonna say
okay. He can hold his own. No, I'm saying because look, I have Jay-Z. I feel he'll depends on the type of beat, depends on the type of song. If Nas is up there, I'm still rolling with Kendrick on that. I would love to see an LL and Kendrick collab. That would be cool.
Kendrick does something that I also do when I do verses with people. Try to have something in that verse
that stands out,
regardless if it's the tone of voice, a certain line. He does something to make him stand out from anything else on the song,
and that's why he's 10. That's exactly why he's 10. Ghostface came next. I just lit that shit. Ghostface came at 11. So before I do that, let me just run down my top 10. Let me run down my top 10. So I got Big at 1, M at 2, Pac at 3, Rakim at 4, LL at 5, Nas at 6, 7 was Jay-Z, 8 was Ice Cube, 9 was Snoop Dogg, 10 was Kendrick Lamar. I feel that really nobody can hate on my list, or they can hate on it, but they gotta respect it, because I feel like if this was a lineup, I feel I'm confident in this lineup against any lineup out there. What you gonna do? Go get more aggressive niggas? At the end of the day, we're talking rap. We're talking penmanship.
You know me.
Yeah.
And the only person in there that I feel was missing, because this is my guy, is Meth.
And okay, so cool. So now that we are at 11, my next person was Ghostface. Now, I thought about the Wu, and I thought about the whole Wu, and I'm just sitting back thinking.
And you put Ghost before Meth?
I did put Ghost before Meth, and I don't think I took a deep dive into it. I just felt like Ghostface is, when it comes down to his pen, it's just different. It's different. He out of Wu-Tang, when you think of Wu-Tang, or when I think of Wu-Tang, out of all the artists, they just scissor shit up. That's all they do is just scissor shit up. They fuck words up, they break them down, boom, boom, boom. And when I had that thought in my mind, I felt the best person out of Wu-Tang to do that was Ghost. That's just me, and that's why I put him above.
I personally think of bars and just... I feel like Meth got different type of bars. He comes in so smooth with it.
Yeah, he does.
So, out of the Wu, it'll be Meth, Ghost, Raekwon.
Okay, now I see how you respect it though, right? Now watch this. I got Wayne at 12. Then I got Meth. And I got stuck on the Wayne and Meth thing. Wayne, you really can't put a Method Man up against a mixtape Wayne. That's the only thought that I had, and that's why I put Wayne before Meth, because that nigga Wayne, mixtape Wayne, was a whole nother level.
I disagree.
Yo,
the only reason I disagree is because, and if you say take any song from any Wayne mixtape and put Meth on it, he's still gonna hold his own.
Yeah, he's gonna hold his own.
And I feel I'm not gonna say. I think they'll be just
real
as good.
G's move silent like lasagna. That one line, that one bar, it's just the craziest bar because nobody thinks of it. And I
get that 100%.
But see, that's what made me. Like I said, I took a deep dive, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, you can't. I don't feel that anybody can compete with mixtape Wayne. And now the new Wayne, yes. Meth. Oh,
no, the only reason, because I also, like I said earlier, and I've said on this podcast before, Method Man has no bad verses.
I feel and I agree with
Mixtape Wayne got some dumbass shit out there.
And that's one thing that I contemplated with, and I was like, yo, Wayne do be saying some dumbass shit. And it's kind of
F, baby, the F is for phenomenal. Nigga, what?
But it's just like, we also know that Wayne freestyles. Or we don't know that, but it is known that Wayne freestyles in the booth. And that was another reason that made me go, okay, boom. I'm going to tell you this.
I can't dig that one.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. I seen Method Man, I don't know if it was for TV or what, but the whole rock the mic joint that they have up there, he went up against the nigga to be driving the car, the little karaoke car shit nigga. Mm-hmm. And Meth, to me, lost.
I know what you're talking about.
And I don't know if that was for TV, but if it just showed me that Meth is definitely nice with the pen.
You know, I know what you're talking about, and I felt like he didn't go serious because he didn't.
Exactly.
You know he wasn't against a rapper.
Exactly. Okay, even with that being said, do you feel Method... strong point, is it freestylability or is it penmanship?
Oh, it's definitely penmanship.
Okay, so if we go Wayne, is it penmanship or freestylability?
It's freestyle.
Okay, I mean,
like, but then you're getting right back into the Pac and M thing though.
Exactly. So I went with Wayne over Meth just for that reason. It's just
I can't dig it.
I'm just running down my list. So, the next artist I had right behind Method Man was Big Pun. I feel my list is fucking hard.
Oh, man. Now, Big Pun versus Mixtape Wayne. I would love to see that.
I would love to see it too.
Crazy.
I would love to see it too, but I don't think that Big Pun was better than Meth. That's where where it was, but I was like, you know what? The next person that comes behind Meth has to be Pun.
So, you say you would love to see the Pun and Wayne thing, but you know Pun's not better than Meth. Maybe that's why Meth need to be above Wayne and put Wayne and Pun.
And throughout this list, like I said, this is written up now. But if you go look at my chicken scratch, it was names that was flip-flop, scratched out, flip-flop, boom, boom. I'm like, I can't do it. But I didn't take that deep dive on Pun because I felt it was a perfect lineup for Ghostface, Wayne, Method, Big Pun. The next artist came was The Game. I can see The Game and Big Pun going back and forth.
Let me say this, because there is a serious mixtape of Game and Wayne.
You saying there's a series of them, right? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. But wait, was that real? You gotta remember mixtape era. We mixtape DJs that fuck shit up for the real DJs. I love that.
But either way, they got a gang of songs together.
Yeah, they do.
I always feel like Wayne has memorable verses.
Was his punchlines better?
But I think Game versus is better.
I'll give you this. His flow is better than Wayne's.
Actually, I disagree.
I will take.
I think Wayne flow better than Game, but Game's pen better than Wayne.
And see, this is the shit that I'm sitting there talking about. And you talking about a nigga doing this by himself. That's why I say I encourage everybody out there to go do this shit by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down, close room, chill, smoke, drink, whatever you do. Just sit down right now, 60 artists and come up with 50 of them. You gonna be sitting there thinking like a mug. I was out there like, yo, I can't do this. It's like, I got to. But either way, it's still respected. That's how I was looking at this list.
Oh, no, I can respect most of it.
Yeah,
most of it.
It's like, I felt like the game, I could see against Pun, but I felt Pun was just better with his wordplay was crazy.
Yes.
His wordplay was out of this world. I felt like his wordplay, he probably has the best wordplay behind Eminem. You get where I'm at now? Like, it's just a lot of shit that goes into what I feel is a rapper. And that's punchline ability, wordplay, penmanship, freestyle ability, like just scissoring shit up.
I'm just thinking about wordplay, Rock him in there somewhere.
And
just wordplay alone. I'm just saying.
I have Rock, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Just thinking of wordplay alone. Like those are probably for wordplay my top three.
Exactly. Yeah. But then the next line is, okay, who freestyles better? Which I felt M would win both of those battles. But then you go to Rock, because Pun could freestyle too.
That's what I'm about to say.
But see, I would take Pun over Rakim if we freestyling abilities.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm telling you, this shit was hard, bro. This shit was hard. It took me at least 3 hours to come up with this shit. Then after the game, which I am at, after the game, I came with 16, which was Slick Rick. I don't know what I was doing. I felt like I got out of the freestyle ability, the punchlines and all that, because you see where the punchline artists were. Because the next person I came with was Slick Rick, and I'm like, well, I don't want to move Slick Rick too far, because if this was a list of storytelling, he has to come first. Now, well, like I said, M is just all around.
So why?
I really can't answer it. I don't know why I did it.
No, thinking of storytelling, me personally.
Yeah.
I feel like Slick Rick could have been closer to Nas.
And I agree with you, but could Slick Rick really hang with a Jay-Z, or Ice Cube, and Snoop Dogg with all around rapping? I did not think so. And as I'm writing this shit down, I'm looking at my list of 60 artists, and I'm like, oh, Slick is next. I'm putting Slick right here. I felt like 16 is a perfect spot for Slick Rick. And then right after, I went with who everybody knows that I vouch for, because he's in my top 5. And when I say my top 5, those are my favorites. So these right here, these are not who I consider my top 5 favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's two different questions. Now, Heavy D is right behind Slick Rick. Heavy D, to me, I said earlier, in that time, we are talking about artists that, at this point in time, you had to rap. For instance, I mentioned that I wrote down MC Hammer's name and Vanilla Ice. I wrote their names down because at this point in time, it wasn't about selling. It was about rapping. And MC Hammer could fucking rap. He can fucking rap. But at the same time, it's just hella niggas that came before him. And with Heavy D was around the Big Daddy Kanes. Heavy D was around he was just the LL Cool J. He was there. And at that point in time, the motherfucker can flip, go do a pop song, come back, hit you with a reggae joint, and also come back and still hit you with them bars like in Self-Destruction. Like you said earlier, you just got to study your Heavy D. I'm telling you.
No, I'm saying because I feel like if I was making this list, who you got after Heavy D?
DMX. Now, wait. I say at this point in time, I'm looking at game changers.
I get now. See, this is my thing. For me, right there, I would have had X probably within top 5, top 10.
I wanted to.
I would have had E40 after Heavy D.
Okay. And my thing is, E40 did not make my list. His name was written down out of the 60 rappers. And E40, I just felt, like I said earlier, the nigga makes up his own words. He's in a category of his own. It's certain artists up there that you can put in the category of their own.
I'm also look at...
Is E40 a hype man to you? I just want to ask you. Like, is he a little, like, could you compare him to a Lil Jon?
I wouldn't, no.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying, like, I look at E40 as more of a hype man with bars and a penmanship.
Because I also look at it like, you know, he has the most charting albums in rap history.
I believe it, but like I said, when it came down to this list, it wasn't about the...
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like...
It's a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know about E40.
Facts.
And I wanted to put him down, but I just felt it was artists that penmanship came way before him. I'm not knocking his pen, but he does weird shit. It's like he's like that boxer. He's like that drunken fighter. That's what he is. He's just awkward and different. He's that drunken fighter that you don't want to literally like not say go bar for bar with, but if you do, he gonna hit you with some awkward shit. Hit you with a sound that just fuck up your whole goddamn like man, I ooh your ass or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know, man. It's just cause I fuck with 40, bro. I just really fuck with E40. And then like I said, I think he just had his 24th charting album, that's his 28th album, and his 31st year in the game, bro.
But see, that's what I'm saying. He's a different type of dude. It's like this motherfucker. If it was boxing, he'd probably be like a six-time world champion in 6 different goddamn divisions. Like he's just his caliber, his resume is he deserves to be up here. But I just couldn't because I felt when it came down to rapping and penmanship, he just didn't make. But he was listed in my artists to put up.
Again, like I said, certain artists for me would have to make the list off of impact alone, bro.
Now see, I just feel impact and influential artists, that's a whole different list. That's how I looked at it.
I get it, yeah. But I'm just saying certain artists I feel like would have to be up there. Like as many reasons we just gave for Wayne, let's say if you had none of those reasons and just said influence, he would have to be up there.
Exactly.
So that's how I feel about E40.
And Ebro put up a list and he had Remy Ma over Lil Wayne. I'm like, whoa. It was a lot of New York bias in these lists.
Yeah.
It was a lot of New York bias. Man, they did not show no love to the South.
Bro, I saw Lil Durk's list and he had Meek Mill as number 1.
Yeah, see, I'm not even jumping into that foolery. Like, really?
I'm from Philly.
That has to be, and he's not even the best out of Philly.
Exactly. The best out of Philly ain't even on your list. I'm mad about it.
The best out of Philly ain't even on my list. You want to mention Beans?
Yes.
We will get there once I get to, because he was on the list.
I feel like Beans
was written down on the top.
I'm sure he had.
But I had this. But I'll show you what I scratched out.
I feel like he should have been. What number we on?
We are on 18, but we about to be on 19 with Big L.
I just feel like Beans should be somewhere within.
A lot of people was like Big L should have been way higher, but his penmanship was definitely there, but his catalog wasn't there for me. It's just like how can I put him above DMX? DMX.
But you're looking at his catalog. How many albums he had? 2, 3? How many albums? 2?
I want to say 2, but I mean how?
Okay.
Wasn't he considered like the definition of underground? Like
I get what you're saying.
You can't go and just get a Big L album.
Yeah, but you can't say that and then have Big be number 1.
I agree with you, but Big's energy, like it was a lot of things that made me look at certain things, and I think that I said that the reason why I put him above Pop is because when Big rap, he can rap in the story, he can rap, he can freestyle. It's just little elements that I was like, I have to put. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was saying like catalog alone. We talking about catalog.
Okay, catalog alone.
Him and Big L got the same catalog.
They got the same catalog.
No, you know what?
Now I'll tell you this: Big L to me, if we were dropping,
I'll tell you, I'll take that back. Catalog. I'll take that back. Big definitely have a bigger catalog, feature wise. If we start talking about features, he definitely got a bigger catalog.
And I will also credit the sampling from Puff that made Big definitely.
I feel like that gave him the hit.
It did.
Which also, never mind. We'll get into it later.
So Big L. Then I got Andre 3000 at 20. So I'm gonna give a quick rundown just so people can keep up with me. My top 20 was Ghostface, Lil Wayne, Method Man, Big Pun, The Game, Slick Rick, Heavy D, DMX, Big L, and Andre 3000.
10 to 20, so people don't get confused. You said my top 20. Top 10.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick Lamar was at 10.
Yeah.
Well, that's what...
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm making sure
they got me.
I'm making sure people don't get confused.
All right. Now, after Andre 3000, this is when I say certain niggas on certain niggas' list have to be either. Right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bring E40 up one last time. All right, for someone to be in the game for 3 decades, and have at least one hit in every era.
Yeah. What's your question? What are you asking? Or
like,
you just making a statement?
I'm like for that, and then I'm trying to think how to word it. Okay, I feel like there's 3 people in hip hop. Whenever they drop a verse, everything stops for people to hear it. M, Hov, Andre.
Yeah.
So E40 gotta be somewhere there, bro.
Okay. E40 had a lot of features on this album.
He's always been featured.
Yeah. Does he hinder himself from his features?
I don't think so, because I feel like
the one track that I'm thinking of, Red and Meth is on. I don't remember E40 shit.
Let me just look.
Because a lot of times E40, when he has the features, that's why I said, is he a hype man? Because he does a lot of ad-lib. But when he raps...
No, that's the thing, though. Just as a fan, I noticed.
Yeah.
His ad-libs is actually part of his bar.
And it is.
It's weird.
And I was listening to him, and when I listened to him, I laughed. You know what? And I'm not disrespecting E40.
No, I get it.
But E40...
He's a funny motherfucker.
E40 reminds me of Afro Man.
Oh man,
no, I'm not disrespecting. But you know how Afro Man was comical with it. He could rap. It's hard to put them shits together. Like when I
feel like Afro Man was like purposely funny. I feel like E40 is kind of like.
But he still had bars and he had flow. I even wrote down Afro Man.
But no, I'm gonna say I don't think it hinders him, but I think I think a lot of people look at him the same way you said.
Exactly.
Kind of hype man.
A hype man.
So if he puts out a song by himself, it's not gonna get as much.
What's the one track he got up there? He got one song by himself, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. You got your phone. Bring up the track list. It's one song, but he got by himself, and he's just he's rapping. He's putting bars together, and it's just funny. I really can't think of the name. While you looking that up, at this point in time, at 21, I was mixed.
I'm it.
I think that is it. I think that's it. Yes, that's it. That shit was funny.
I ain't gonna lie. Looking at his album was crazy. He only had 4 songs by himself out of 26 songs.
Exactly.
But with that being said, "Goat" is probably my favorite song up there.
That I agree with you. That was my favorite song, and I think that's the funny song. That shit was funny.
Yeah, because I mean, it's him and like somebody else got like a short verse.
Yeah.
I feel like that he does have a hit up there. If people pay attention.
Oh no, the album's good. Don't get me wrong, the album's good.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, if people paid attention, he has a hit up there, like a certified hit. If people just listen to it.
I like the joint with him and T. Grizzly, and there's one more artist up there.
I was thinking about the one with him, Jeremiah Ross, and Chris Brown.
That was
That is a
but
hit.
I'm not fucking with Ross, bro. I'm not feeling the Ross wave, bro. I'm not feeling it right now. It's
That's
like, yeah, it might be.
You're a 50 Cent nigga.
I am. G Unit, my nigga.
G, you not?
21. This is where
Savage.
I had to. I always say this, that wherever you put Ludacris or Busta Rhymes, that wherever you put them on your list, they have to be back to back. And that's just me. Ludacris comes before Busta Rhymes.
I feel like if you're going to put them two together, you got to throw Redman with them.
I'm not done. You gonna let me? I got you. So I got Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, and the reason I put Ludacris, and it's so fucking crazy how I do this. You remember Def Jam? Right?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, yo. Ludacris was that nigga. That's my only reason.
Got shit to
They
do
don't
with
got
rap.
do shit with penmanship, but at the same time, they both are neck and neck. That's my opinion.
But no, I'll definitely.
I like Luda, and it may, and I had to sit there. I said,
I personally do like Luda more than Busta.
and it might be the southernness.
But I say if we're talking bar,
Luda got bars, Luda got wordplay. Busta got bars, Luda got. They both have the same thing. That's why I say wherever you put them, they gotta be neck and neck because I feel they are the same person.
Like I said, if I was making a list, I would put Busta first.
Okay, due to impact, or longevity, or not necessarily longevity.
You have both of those, but also it's just throughout Busta's whole career, he's always remained the wild card. Luda calmed down after a while.
But he can always hop back in his bag.
I'm talking about Fro Luda. He's not once he cut the hair, he never went back to that bag.
I agree with you on that. He did fall off at that time, but at that time when
I'm not saying his bars fell off.
Yeah,
it's just the character of Ludacris was different. He became Chris Bridges.
Right after Busta Rhymes, I went J. Cole, then Redman. How do you feel about that? And that right there, I was just like, I don't know why I did it. That was one of those, I can definitely put either or here.
I personally, the way you feel about Luda and Busta is how I feel about Luda and Red.
Luda and Red. So Luda and Red. Now, the crazy thing is that I have Redman this far. If Eminem was black, he would be a Redman. And I think a lot of people don't catch that comparison.
Honestly, because the song that they do have together, they're right there together.
Exactly.
I wish they would do more.
And M, if you go back and listen to, he was like, my top 5 go Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Reggie as Redman. So
I know Reggie knows.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't feel like I'm disrespecting, but at the same time, a lot of people like to say if Eminem were black, he would be Nas. No way in hell.
Honestly, I think if Eminem was black, he would be Royce. Without the alcoholism. Well, no, he had a drug problem. Same niggas.
I mean, is that only because of the Detroit?
No.
So you don't see no resemblance in him and, well, no, you just said, well, okay, I ask you, do you see a resemblance, or do you agree, or could you agree with me saying that if Eminem was black, it would be Redman?
Because I would say the biggest difference with him and Royce is Royce isn't as comical. He might throw that in there, but he doesn't focus on that. Like,
exactly.
Where that's Red and Red and M came out with that.
Exactly.
So I can definitely dig it. But also I want to say, like, it was a thing when Luda came out that there were people who were going back to Red like, yo, it's a guy out here today. He's doing a lot of your antics. He looks like he kind of sound like you. You
see how I'm doing this list? It's not like I'm trying to compare them, but it's like, okay, if I had 2 artists who could, boom, then just drop the other person behind. Yeah, and then it's like, it's very fucking hard.
I just, to have...
You would want Red and Meth behind each other.
No, not Meth. No. I would have did Busta, Red, Cole.
I have no problem with it. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to.
And the only reason I'll put it that way is because, like I said, how I feel about Buzz, I just feel like that wild card should be there.
Got you.
And then Red is a wild card too.
Now wait, my person after Red was AZ.
Let me just get this off.
Okay.
Now and then I said J. Cole after Redman, and then Luda after that, because Luda then and Luda now, to me, is low key a combination of Red and Cole.
Yeah.
So that's why I put him right there.
Okay.
Or you can put him right above. I can see either way.
Exactly. So like I said, from my list, I don't see how people can. They can hate it, but they have to respect it. Now that I'm giving a breakdown of it, hopefully everybody can understand all the wild shit they was saying on my shit. Because they were going ballistics. I had AZ at 25. I thought that was just a perfect spot for AZ. 26, and like I said, I took my biasness out. But if we're looking at rappers of all time, I went with Drake at 26.
With Drake?
Drake at 26. And as my list goes on, you can see I scribbled out.
My only thing with Drake is we don't know how much he actually writes.
Exactly. And that's where I was at with it.
That's always going to be a chink in his armor.
But I went to the beginning. That's where I was at with it.
Okay.
So I was at the beginning, Drake. And his Forever verse
was trash.
Now, wait. Compared to everybody else, it was trash.
No,
but
let me tell you why I say it's trash.
Or is it Over that I'm thinking about? No. Either what, those are his two hardest.
Let me explain. As a guy who consumes a lot of music, Forever was an old song before it came out. It was on one of his older mixtapes.
Yeah.
And
So Far Gone, right?
And it Heartbreak Drake.
Okay, yeah.
But the original version was him, Wayne, and Kid. Now the one that has Kanye and Drake,
Kanye, Wayne, and him.
Wayne and Drake both have new verses.
Okay.
And to me, for both of them, their original verses were better.
Well, I would have to listen to them because,
the original one, Wayne spazzed so fucking hard. I make a blue-eyed bitch just respect my red. He was going in on his shit, bro.
So, just speaking on that song, who had the best verse?
Eminem.
Okay, all right. Who had the next best verse?
Just play it backwards. Play the song backwards.
Okay, bet. All right, that's exactly how I look at it. Then after Drake, I went with 50 Cent. And this is a little disrespect the way that you broke it down to me. You were like, why didn't you have boom, boom, boom? I would actually have Big Daddy Kane at 26, and I'll flop Drake to 28.
Okay.
I would actually have 50 over Drake. Like I said, this was getting to the point where my head was throbbing.
Yeah,
but I think I was looking at the fact that Drake was able to, you know what I'm saying, hold down Young Money without a Wayne.
Drake has also had the most top 10 in rap.
Who is that?
Drake.
Yeah. So I mean, this part of the list, it got very hectic because after Big Daddy, after Drake, which I would flip again because I would definitely put Fab above Drake, so that would move Drake to 29 now. Of course, after Fab is Jadakiss.
They gotta be together. Yeah.
They gotta be, and I don't care who you put before first. Me personally, I'm rolling with Fab.
I'm going with Fab.
Okay, cool. Then after Jada, I went Pusha T.
That might be where I would have put Beans.
Now see, this is where I got to the point where I'm looking at names and I'm like, this is a good spot for them. Now I'm just looking at spots. So when you got 50 greatest of all time, I'm looking at, Jadakiss is a good 30. I'm looking at Pusha T's a good 31. Then I went Prodigy. That's why I did not put.
The only reason I will put Beans there is everything Push does, I feel like Beans did.
Exactly, and I can give you that.
And his storytelling ability.
Now
that will put him over Push for me.
Now, I feel as I keep going, would you take Push out of this top 50? Out of all the names that I listed, for you to bring in Beans, I feel like with this list, you would have to push him out.
No, who'd you have after Push?
Prodigy. It was very hard. Like, these niggas' names was on the side. But, like I said, I wrote down 60 names. Beans was definitely
You know what? Personally, as like me, who I like, I probably would take Prodigy out. But try to take my biasness out of it.
Exactly.
I would have to take Push out.
Okay.
Just because that nigga been trying to sell the same key of coke his whole career.
So, I mean, like, with me, it was just very hard. At 30, after Prodigy at 33, I had Kanye West. I felt like that was a good spot for Kanye.
Now, this is where I think you had somebody up here I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Why is he here if you took everybody else that didn't write for themselves?
Say that one more time. Why is Kanye there?
You had certain names that you didn't put on the list because they didn't write for themselves. So why'd you put Kanye?
Kanye is rooting for Jay, and that Through the Wire shit is fire. And Graduation. I'm sorry, that album right there.
So you're looking at it as a timestamp.
At this point in time where I'm right here, that's why you see all these today artists, because it was more time.
Because after the College Dropout, I want to say, he was no longer writing for himself like that.
College Dropout.
I think after that one is where he had Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's when...
Yeah, 808 Heartbreak. Did he not write that?
Alright. 808 Heartbreak was...
after Graduation.
Okay, that was the one Cudi was helping him write. And T-Pain also got some credit on there.
Bro, that really, like, disappoints me.
It is what it is.
Nah, it is, but that kind of low-key disappointed me. I thought he wrote that. That shit was fire.
Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's where Saha came in and started writing for him.
Okay.
Yeezus. So Travis started writing for him.
But that kind of goes back to what you said about Snoop with the Eagle album. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we know this nigga can write.
Snoop did it for one album. So I'm at the point, can Kanye still go? If Kanye had to do everything by himself from this point on, could he? And it'd be good.
And if he did, would he still be a good 33? I feel Kanye deserves to be on the top.
Because also his last album, Drake wrote for him. And you just said you would take Drake out for somebody, right?
No. I just flipped him. I moved him down.
Okay.
After Kanye, I have Big Boy. No. After Kanye, I actually have Nipsey Hussle. I have Nipsey on my list.
Nip.
Now, these are the names that I was definitely like I said, I balled it up, but I had the motherfuckers written down, and I think I took out, let's see, it was Nipsey, Kanye, it was somebody else. I can't remember.
I would have did Busta, Red, Cole, Nipsey, Luda.
Okay. I can agree with you. I just felt like 34 was a good listing for him.
No, I mean, like, having him on the list.
And see, that's why I'm saying now it's at this point in time where I don't want to push niggas too far back, close to 50.
Right.
And that's what I was saying. I was like, you know what? This is a perfect spot for Nipsey. 35 came Big Boy. I felt like that was too far from him, but I feel like all these artists that I have above him, Big Boy can hold his own, but
I don't know.
Not compared to all these other rappers.
I ain't know, man. You know what? As I say, Andre's in my top 5, but like Big Boy, when he wants to, he washing half the niggas on these lists. I don't care what nobody says.
I agree with you, but for Big Boy at 35, that's a perfect spot for him. He's not too far. He's not too close. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Big Boy is nice. He is.
He definitely is. I mean, for people listening who may not even be able to name 50 rappers, being on the top 50 is very good.
It's good.
It's very good.
So that's what I was looking at as well. I'm like, yo, you can't leave this nigga out of the top 50.
Right.
Another thing that I realized about the list when I first seen it was that not only was it New York biased, it was sexist as well. Because there's a lot of female rappers out here that can wash a lot of these niggas. And me personally, I feel this is probably the first MC that I've actually heard, and that's why I put her first out of all the female artists that I've written down. Which I did have, like with Lil' Kim, I had Nicki, I had Missy Elliott. I had them up there. I had them written down. But MC Lyte is at 36. I had Mace at 37. T.I. came at 38. And Q-Tip at 39. ODB. ODB was one of those artists when I was thinking about Wu-Tang, I could not leave him out. But then again, if I could put ODB/RZA, I felt like ODB was what RZA couldn't be. RZA had the bars, but he just did not have the energy. Yeah, exactly. He was the one nigga that could definitely like scissor shit up. Like I said, when I hear Wu-Tang, I'm thinking of scissors, swords, and knives, just cutting through the paper.
Like I said, I told you earlier, I would put Roxanne Shante before MC Lyte.
And that's I agree with you.
Or if we want to do like maybe storytelling ability and bars, Eve.
Eve was that like now
my favorite female rappers is Eve and the Brat.
And see, with me, I think because I actually enjoyed doing this, even though it was fucking hard. Doing this is like doing a puzzle. It's very hard, bro. It's very hard. But I want to do a top 50 female. And I can go, we know music. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we could definitely do that. If not 50, we could do 30.
I was talking about that. Cut that in half.
Yeah. I had Mace, T.I., Q-Tip, ODB. Okay, 41 came Cassidy.
Another thing, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know where exactly, but I feel like Cameron got to be somewhere closer to Mace.
And somebody else said that as well. And to me, Cameron is like how I felt about RZA. We know you are the star of the group. We know you are the group. You know what I'm saying? You started this. You are the lead singer. But at the end of the day, or the lead rapper, at the end of the day, I just feel you wasn't the best out of your group. Because after Cassidy, I got Joel Santana.
I know. So and this is what I'll say with that. I feel like
that goes back to my Wayne theory.
My analogy, I will put them like Cameron would be the ASAP Rocky, with Joel's is the third.
My point exactly. And even with that, if we were to do, I can't say that because Rocky probably would be a top 50 of today's artists.
Yeah.
But it's just something that, like, I just feel like Hell Rell was better than Cam. I felt like J.R. Ryder was better than Cam.
I mean,
at that time, you had punchline artists.
Yeah, when it comes to Cameron, he definitely was my least favorite out of Dipset.
So I don't see how I could have put him up there at 50. He could have been maybe like...
He was Harlem.
He was. But at the same time, I'm from the South, you know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with niggas like
man, you must go out to the duck, put my leg up.
Pitiful. After Cassidy, I had Joel Santana. And at 43, I wanted to put this dude higher. And I kind of wanted to put him around Kanye. But I just like the names that came before him just came before him. Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco in 2000, what's that, 2007? 2007, he was probably considered the best rapper alive.
I would say...
him and Wayne was neck and neck.
I'm going to be honest. With most rappers, when we talking bars, Lupe better than most niggas. He just don't, at this point in his career, make good songs.
Exactly. But this, I felt like this had nothing to do with what songs you got. It deals with penmanship and how you deliver and how you write.
If that's really how you feel, I definitely feel like Lupe got to be top 30.
And like I said, I wanted to, but let's look at my 30s. My 30s, I mean, he's at 43, and I just couldn't put. I can put him above. Could you put him above a Cassidy? I mean,
dude, I actually would put Joel's in front of Cassidy too.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. And I say that for the last decade.
Okay, I can give you that. I can give you that. But Cass was a monster.
Oh yeah, we talking again. We go back to the timestamp. Yes, Cass.
But I mean, I think it's just rapping. I think that Cassidy's a better rapper than Joel Santana.
I don't like nowadays. Cass sounds outdated.
He does.
But I feel like Joel's nowadays. Joel still sounds like Joel's, but he makes it sound cool.
Toothlessness. Man, I don't want to hear shit from that nigga. Get a replacement. After Lupe, and we almost done. I'm at 44. We only did 50. I have Fat Joe.
I was wondering where you was gonna put Joe.
I actually rock with Fat Joe, man. Like,
yo, I will say this. I feel like people sleep on Fat Joe.
They do.
Like, niggas don't realize he was in a whole different bag when he was with Pun.
That's what I'm saying. When you are around these niggas, like, I just look at it like this. Last week, y'all said that y'all were going to do a little rap shit. I said I was going to get on it. Y'all said, nah. We know, but nah. Because I took it as, okay, I got to get my penmanship up. I can freestyle, but I have to get my penmanship up to hang with these niggas. And I'm pretty sure Pun said, hey, yo, Joe, you can rap, but your pen got to be sharper.
But I say, Remy said Pun did that to her.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the people you hang around. Yeah, certain people not going to let you. If any of my niggas I feel can't fight, I'm not taking y'all to a club. You feel what I'm saying? We going to do the water park thing.
And then I feel like everything that you said, with the exception of the aggressiveness, everything you said about LL can apply to Joe.
Yeah. And, like, I mean, yeah, like, yo, Joe is nice.
Actually, you know what, man? His aggressiveness just doesn't sound aggressive.
Because he's a street nigga. Yeah, I do know that.
Facts.
Hey, you know what went down in the rucker. Matter of fact, I don't want to speak about the rucker. Hey, yo.
He was probably one of my favorite outside of game versus 50. He was probably one of my favorite niggas against 50.
Like you said, outside of game, yeah.
Outside of game, Joe and Jada.
Yeah. And they tag teamed his ass.
Did.
This next artist, a lot of people don't really, like, I guess, know, but I feel you can't have a top 50 without this guy, which is Tech Nine.
Yes.
Tech Nine, he can be up. I wouldn't be mad if somebody put Tech Nine in the top 10. I would not be mad.
Me either. Just because of everything he can do. I'm not even going to pinpoint anything. I'm going to just say everything.
Yeah. Anyway, that nigga is an all-around rapper.
Yeah.
Next, 46. This is when shit was starting to get crazy. I put Royce the 5'9" at 46. I felt like he had to be up here. That kind of goes with what you said about him and Eminem. Royce can rap. The Book of Ryan is probably it's one of his best albums or the best album, but it's neck and neck with all his other albums.
Yeah, he's someone that I feel like, I also feel like he doesn't have any bad verses.
Exactly.
I don't want to say he never progressed, cause I feel like he did.
You know what screwed him up, right? He signed to Murder Inc. And I'm not saying that as a joke. When he signed to Murder Inc. was pretty much on the decline. And then he got into it with D12,
right?
Which M just didn't want no parts of that. So his like I said, sometimes signing to certain labels can hinder you.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's how I feel about Wale.
I can see that. I can see you saying the same thing about like a Hobson.
Exactly.
He went to Ruthless when Ruthless wasn't even a thing no more.
Exactly. It's like, why are you even doing that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But Yeah, who are we talking about?
Royce the 5'9".
Royce. I was saying he's not some. I feel like out of all his albums, he grew in content. Like you could tell he's maturing.
Yeah.
But I feel like skill level. Like he came out that nigga, and he's still that nigga. And he just never raised the bar on himself unless he was with Slaughter.
Now, can niggas hinder themselves from raising the bar? And that's what my question was after the Control from Kendrick. It's like, all right, my brother.
What you gonna do after this?
Exactly. Can you top this? And see, a lot of artists can drop some shit. And this is what my thing is with Joe. Joe Budden, he raised the bar, I feel, too high for himself. But once he found his lane, he stayed in that lane and he executed.
Right.
That's what it is.
I get that 100%.
And that's where I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
And
can that happen? I feel like that's what happens with most rappers today.
Exactly.
Like that's what the like, okay, this is just talking about music in general, not about top rappers. Designer came out with the number one hit that lasted damn near a year. He was touring the world off one song. And he's dropped songs since then that I personally like. And think like he did a little EP last year that I thought was dope. And everybody over like, oh, when is Designer coming back out? He's been dropping shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's been cool, but it's nowhere near the ceiling that he placed on it.
Exactly. I think that's gonna be the same thing with Nas X. His little EP was.
I don't think so.
His little EP was. I said it was trash but it only had like 6 songs.
It's the way that he's doing stuff and he's positioning himself. Yes, that first song is definitely gonna be his biggest one, but I don't think he's gonna like fall completely.
That nigga's not gay. He just did that shit.
I feel the same way.
That nigga's not gay.
But yeah, you got the other song Panini that's going to
the song. But see, is that all you doing?
No, listen though. He got that, and then just the way he's been doing everything through Twitter. Like getting Bill Ray signed, he did it through Twitter. Now he got what's the chef dude?
Salt Bae?
No, not that.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the nigga that got the TV show, bro?
Oh, you talking about Ramsey?
Yes. Now they're doing something with Panini together.
Oh, okay.
Now that's next shit. He got some other shit, and Lil Uzi supposed to be getting on it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and damn near wrap this up, man. Where was I? Royce the 5'9", 47. I had Missy Elliott. I felt like just Timberland helped her hit this list. That's what it was.
I won't say that. Well, no,
I have to say Timberland definitely helped her hit this
because she produces as well though.
She does.
So I would say it's a team effort. Yeah, I got you.
And I feel like,
but also,
could I went without Missy? Yes.
Do realize that I think Missy's only the third hip hop artist to get into the
rock and roll.
No, Writers Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, it's Jay-Z, Jermaine Dupri, Missy.
That's not a bad list. I have Mos Def at 48. I think I just ran into his name late.
Because Mos Def.
I had Common's name written down. Like right here is when I was like Common, Mos Def.
I can see why you would put them near each other.
Yeah,
I get that.
But I didn't put Common on.
Yeah,
I went with Mos Def. I went with Mos Def.
Yeah, Mos Def is my guy. I really fuck with Mos Def.
And see, like, it's a lot of artists, but this is 50. Yeah. And like I said, it's very hard. It's a lot of artists that did not make this list. That I don't care. Like, if you would have said, oh, Mos Def, well, you got to put, you know what I'm saying, Talib Kweli. It's like, you got to put him in there. It's like, I mean, he's right there.
I mean, honestly, because with Mos Def, it makes sense to put Talib Kweli and Black Thought right there.
Exactly.
Just me personally, Mos Def is somebody I grew up on.
Exactly.
So I would definitely put him there. Common.
I've never been a Common guy. He's only had that one song.
The only
radio or
he had a couple of joints that I fuck with. I'm a beef nigga. So my favorite song, of course, when he went the bitch of you when he went at Ice Cube. But on my top 50, Common probably wouldn't be on mine either.
Yeah. 49. I felt like I couldn't leave this dude off. I was listening to that nigga album all last week.
Bro, like 2 weeks ago, bro, I listened to like 2 of his albums.
On my list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Nelly had to go out there, yo. I was listening to Nelly like a motherfucker, yo. Yo, niggas sleep on Nelly. But I'll tell you this. Bro, Nelly was one of those rappers that had to prove that he could rap.
He was also, I just had a conversation with my sister. I told you, I listened to him not so long ago. He had suburban white kids walking down the street sweeper baby, cock ready to let it go. Shimmy, coco, what? Now, if a regular rapper just said that, street sweeper, cop ready to let it go.
Exactly.
Like, he said, now you just say it in a different tone of voice. Like, yo, hold up, that shit hard. And that was the hook of the song.
And this is what I meant. I wanted to put KRS-One up here. And like I said, he's next in, not next in line, he's not 50, but I could see him at 55. Now, don't get me wrong. He's dope, but I was contemplating between KRS-One and Nelly. And I'm like, I have to roll with Nelly. KRS-One, he could rap, but it was boring. It was boring.
Yeah.
It was just boring. And then you talking about these two artists that actually beef with each other. And you can say that
again,
yeah.
It was on the Bean song. Oh no, the Freeway song. It was Rock the Mic remix. When Nelly did KRS-One.
Yeah. It was. I mean,
hey, if anybody ever want to come with me about these facts about hip hop, it's all in here, bro.
And 50, I feel that Biz Markie deserved to be on this list. It wasn't necessarily a deserve, but people look at Biz Markie for what's this track? What's the track? Is hit. What's this hit? Just a Friend.
Just a Friend.
Yo, if y'all go back and listen to the intro.
Go past that.
Like, go back and listen to that intro of Nobody Beats the Biz. That shit's hard. Go back and listen to Pickin' Boogers. Not the song, the fucking album. The nigga can rap. And once again, he's one of those niggas that literally you have, in that era, it wasn't about, oh, you can sell this for me, you can sell that. That is an era and a time where you had to have skill and wordplay ability to be an MC. He also brought out your girl, Roxanne Shante, correct?
Right, that's true.
So that's what I'm saying. And if you don't have a Biz, you don't have a Roxanne Shante. If you don't have a Roxanne Shante, you don't have a Nas. So this man deserves to be on this list. And he's rapping with the rappers.
And I'm going to say this, it ain't got nothing to do with music. This is a fun fact about Biz Markie niggas didn't know. Biz Markie was Big Shirley on Martin. You didn't know that?
Hell no.
Nah, I'm being dead ass.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Now you gonna watch Martin different.
I know I'm gonna fucking go, I know that nigga will beatboxing Will Smith in the goddamn Men in Black. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. But yo, that's what it is, man. I'm sorry we ain't have much to talk about, but I felt this was a good episode. Y'all got a pretty good intake of my shit.
We did a whole hour and a half on that.
Yeah, we here.
Cucumber bitches,
man. Y'all gotta stop that shit. And I swear to God, if they raise the prices on cucumbers, I'm gonna start eating carrots. Carrots and fucking celery. And I'm gonna chop this shit up.
Did you want to touch on the Joyner and Tory track?
I
mean, it's real slight.
Okay.
6-minute song of niggas rapping for 3 minutes a piece. Way too much rapping. Tory won.
I don't even see it as a battle.
It wasn't. I mean,
I feel like all of it, like, I'm just not here for the clout thing. And I mean, if y'all gonna do that, why don't y'all come up with your own beat? You know what I'm saying?
I personally would like to see them either do like a guilty conscience type of thing. Back and forth.
Exactly. I want more of that from artists.
Either that or have a natural battle.
Exactly.
Like put some money, not to put money up, but like make an event out of it, a pay-per-view type of thing, and really do it for real.
I don't know if there's anything else, man. I definitely wanted to talk about that top 50, man. I felt like my list was well respected. Certain people didn't make it, but I mean, I actually had fun with this. But I encourage motherfuckers to definitely write down at least 60 artists and then play some. You know what I'm saying? Take a deep dive, take a deep thought, and then post them up. You know what I'm saying?
You wanna let's say not next week, week after next. We both come with a top 20 female artists and artists of today.
All right, bet. I can do that. Like I said, this is like a little puzzle. I enjoy myself doing this, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Share this joint, like this joint. No, I lied. Share this joint, share this joint, share this joint. Appreciate the love. YouTubers, subscribe, share this joint, subscribe, share this joint, subscribe. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Trendsetter Press, man. I'm out. You heard me?
You can just cut that shit out.